this event was pretty smooth now that we kind of know what we're replicating. And I think now, based on the conversations we've had with tons, Zephyr and myself, I think this event is at a point where we're ready to just like, everyone take on a little more responsibility and grow it when it comes to like what's going down when doors open. Well, actually like the event day, like getting here in the morning, making stuff happen, and then all the way through the end. So my head is at a point where I think the people here in this room right now are the key people that are always consistently making this event happen. Like, without any of us, it's not the same, literally. So that's why I wanted to send like a list of roles, and ideally, I would like for you guys to really own those roles and start sharing feedback of like, how can we make that experience better for next time? Like whatever it says it's for you. So this is kind of a test, but really it's more like, let's test this out for this one, see what we learn and see what we can or should replicate or should adjust for the next one, so it could keep getting better. So I'm gonna give some examples of what that means with the roles. So for example, the check-in, we'll start there. Joseph, we have you same as last time because it worked very well. You know. So
I don't know how we like figured out.
exactly, like you kind of know what it was, how it goes, and the biggest piece for me, it's like I want everyone to have autonomy to lead their part of the stuff without feeling like they need to be like, can I do this or should we do this? Like if you have a great idea, obviously share it, but we're probably gonna be like, let's test it out, or we're gonna be like, oh, what if we test it out like this, and we're all gonna make it better because that's what we do. So I think you have that down packed, and I didn't get any like challenges or negative feedback, so build on whatever it is that you did last time, replicate and build on it. And then camera operator, we have you on the slide.
That's not even gonna be moving.
Well, it's more like making sure that nobody walks in front of it.
I take pride in my position.
Say what you gotta say.
Bachelor's in camera sliding.
Sliding.
So I got it down pat.
Thank you. Okay, I'm just going in order of the list that I sent in the chat. So then, Blaze, we've been talking on and off about this, so like, my intention is to genuinely have you become more of an event coordinator, where it's like, you are a backup person and knowing what's supposed to happen from all aspects. So that's why I've been, and with tons too, we've talked about this too, where it's like, we all need to man different parts, but the four of us should know what should be happening at all points at any time, because we're the ones that pre-plan the event. So we're the best people to rely on as far as, let's make sure it gets executed to how we want it to be, right? So both of you, really, I would like you to become more of like event coordinator roles, but obviously right now you're in the DJ sound thing for today. But I just want to touch on that point. So that's why I'm gonna start saying things where it's like, for the next one. Because for me, it's like when we have a challenge, as long as we figure that shit out, the more to me is like, how can we make sure that doesn't happen again? I'm in that point now. So I'm gonna start saying things that are more like, all right, for next time, let's communicate. All right, for next time, let's make sure we do it in this order. And I just need you guys to back me up in remembering that for the next one. For this one, is like,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. So, and then I have you being the point of, you saw the chats.
Yeah.
I put you in the chat for the, and so you know too, for the content team and for the food truck. So if we're busy or whatever, he kind of knows what to do. Or at least who they are.
I just need, real quick, after, just tell me which one's which. But we can do that.
Okay.
I think you might have said it in there, so I'll look, but I forgot.
Brian is the content.
Content.
Yeah,
And
the
the other
one,
one is
the
food.
chat with Matthew, because Matthew and I went through into the group yesterday of like what kind of content we're trying to get, what kind of interviews. So it's more just in case Matthew's running around, I'm running around, and you're available, if they need something, you're the backup.
And then that one is food truck, the two, right?
I have his
The
number.
one with,
I'm guessing.
Oh, this is happening now?
Yeah, they just texted me.
Oh, no, this one says, see you tomorrow, Brian.
Oh.
So, yeah, the
So-
one with,
561.
Oh,
is
I don't
Finley.
have Matt's number either, that's probably.
uh-huh, exactly.
561 is Finley.
5, 6. Okay.
Yeah. And then the food truck, we wanna put it in front of the gate outside.
My car's right.
Okay. So where Tom's car
In
is,
front of
we
the
want
garage.
the food truck.
It's just one? And sideways?
No, I think it should be back to the
Back
garage
up?
so then the.
It's facing towards the door.
The window.
So they can make a line from the door out.
But
Good. So then, yeah.
on that, can we maybe get some of the, the things we're having here?
Rope extension?
Yeah. Do you think we can have it
I
outside?
don't know, they
And the extra-
last two
Yep.
or those tents or umbrella.
Huh?
Tents or umbrella. Is it gonna rain? Actually? Let's see what's up.
It did look like it was gonna rain on my way here.
I mean, worst comes to worst, like, once everybody's in the event, we could have them like pull up right in front.
Yeah.
So where the window's like facing the door. You know, like you walk down, you're just like 2 steps away. Cause like, does he have like a little, I feel like he does.
Usually they do.
It's probably not enough.
No, but it's enough for you to wait and go and like
Yeah,
order your
yeah.
food
Yeah.
and, you know what I'm saying?
I can run in.
Yeah, let me see the weather real quick.
You can ask him in the chat, Blaze, like, hey, we were wondering in case it rains, does your food truck have something to cover so people can pull up? Just ask.
50% rain. but-
Because maybe he has to bring it, I don't know. And then the other responsibility, Blaze, you already know, time operator, Roman. So then moving on, Henry, you already know, you're assisting the live stream, you're everything. If something happens, you're the person we're relying on to know what to do. Okay, thank you. Matt, we wanted to test out having security on the floor, we've never had that, but it's more like looking out for things like, hey, this is in the way, hey, should we move a trash can here? Hey, these people are getting crowded on this side, what can we do to make them move to the other side? Because sometimes it's just a matter of us being like, all right, we're gonna cut to this camera so we can open up space for these people. So it's just more like coordinating to make sure the room is not like last time where the bus should go on one side, or people blocking the cameras, assisting them if people are being difficult blocking the camera. Excuse me, can you please move your leg? You're blocking the camera in a kind way because we want to treat people nice, but just helping us because we all have needed help with that in the past.
Basically, you're big as fuck, so you're gonna listen. That's really what
But
it
look
is.
at you, be like,
He
yes,
should-
sir, whatever
He
you
should
say.
also have something distinct
So
to let
this-
everyone know that he's a part of it.
Like a sticker, I mean, I'm gonna change.
They
I
could
wish I
say,
had like security shit.
They could
Yeah, right, that would be
These
good.
kids-
You know, we
Yeah.
should do
just
like,
defeat it.
even though we don't really
Have
need
your shirt
them
off.
for stuff like that, how they do at events, like just the passes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like a security.
Because I feel like that's something we could get.
So-
I would say this, are you gonna come in all black? Are you wearing all black?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I'm not gonna wear this here.
No, but I'm saying, are you wearing all black for
Yeah.
the event?
Yeah.
I think if you're wearing all black and you're like in the middle of the floor, I can even present you like.
Get him in your
alright,
ears,
so
son.
this
Yo.
is Matt.
Moy does
Yo.
that.
Yeah, if you don't listen to Matt.
Get him
Get
in
him some
Yeah,
little
no,
black
he's our
shades.
security.
Ah,
He
yeah.
tells
I'm
you
tired of
something.
earpiece.
Do we have your earpiece?
Even if we don't, just like have something around his ear.
Yeah, just
Get him an
lip
earpiece,
sticker.
yeah. All black with an earpiece, he'll
Yeah,
be straight.
you're basically just helping us reinforce what we're saying on the mic when we tell people.
Oh, that's
to
it,
move.
so just no camera, they're not blocking the camera, just
Yeah.
make sure there's a good
Yeah.
pathway for the
So
competitors.
just not be like, Matt, this left camera, can you please have everybody move?
Oh, I got
Boom,
you.
walk
No,
to
we
the-
have to be like, security,
Security.
assistance over here.
Almost.
And he walks in like, see?
You grab it. No, stop.
They for sure.
No, for real. They'll be like, damn, this event is growing, they got security.
Or something like that, people sitting and they need to be pushed back. And
Just
come
like-
in the, as soon as you
Yeah.
hear them, oh, can you
Hey,
guys
yo,
move
just-
back,
just-
come in the middle?
But like, feel free
Just
to,
use one of us as like your decoy so others follow.
yeah,
Drag one of us by the shirt so everyone's like, oh shit, I'm next.
yeah, I'm there. But also, like, feel free to take initiative with the things you already know happen.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
for
coming.
example, we marked the floor for a reason.
But
We
there's
don't want
people-
people to sit in front. So if you
Just be
happen to see
mindful.
all these
Yeah,
people
I
and
got
like,
you.
we haven't called them out, feel free to walk without blocking
Make
the
sure it's
camera
organized.
and be like, excuse me,
Back
and
up,
all of
back
you.
up.
Yeah,
Alright, make sure it's organized, people are not blocking anybody, there's enough space for everybody.
yeah.
Just make sure you
Take initiative.
crack
Yeah.
Looking
I
left.
can't, everyone's too into this. Alright, and so moving on, and then the other responsibility is like being a runner, just in case like something happens, we need to get, yeah, like the battery
Oh, yeah,
dies.
100%, yeah, we
So
should
we
help.
can all know
Yeah, that's
that
perfect.
he will be our backup person.
That's perfect.
in
What
case
What if
anything-
it's
Is
a
he,
fight?
oh, is he gonna have a
If a fight breaks out, it's all on that.
Let's go.
Anton.
No, right?
Nah, fuck that.
I
take my coffee. At that point, I'm going on the door. Security.
For the sake of time, I'm moving on. Timekeepers and competitive coordinators. It's right here, Nels and Shop. So timekeeper is obviously maintaining the time for the battles. We wanna try to, we like what we did at the qualifier where you were helping him keep the time and he could just focus on the roster, calling up right people, etc., the vibe. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, as hosts, because we also produce the event, you saw last event, like something goes wrong and one of us has to run out. So the more ways that we can spread the things that we do and the more we can focus on hosting, the better the event is gonna come.
Are they gonna be stationed, timekeepers?
So I think,
Or do they have any other duties where they have to move around?
I was thinking of putting them in the front.
Because the
Like
reason
one
why
timekeeper.
the reason why I'm asking is because we're also trying something where we're gonna be blending two different tracks.
Why not just
And
have-
having a 10-second heads up would allow us to prep in the song coming up, if they're close enough. All I need is just an eyesight,
You could have
just a
Yeah.
nod.
You could have one of us next to you and one of you know.
As long as we're locked in the eye, you
the
can
thing
be across
is,
the
we
room.
don't need two people to keep track
Yeah.
of time. It's more like, I know that things happen and there should be a backup person for anything.
Why not also,
The-
she told you that?
Huh?
Because you want someone in front of you, right?
Well, no, I was just saying, but what he's saying now is.
I think someone should be here because we're here too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
There's
not
always
like
some-
a
and then
regular
some-
thing, I just wanna see how this one runs, just to see how easy it is for us to pick up on that habit on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a little support wheel.
We'll do top 16 like
Uh-huh,
that.
yes.
Top 16. That works
Top
cool.
16 is
If not,
all I'm
I do
concerned
get that like the front, because I hate having to look back and be like, what's the time? So
I
maybe-
could be in the front, just like.
Yeah, literally in the front, go like that, and either you or me can see it, you know, and it's not just one person there or one person there.
But then how do they cue?
That's what I'm saying, let's try
Well,
for the top
it would
16.
just be on you guys, wouldn't it? When you say 5, they'll know, like.
Well, he needs like a 10
10
seconds.
seconds, yeah.
But are you, didn't we say he's not gonna blend it, he's just gonna scratch right into the next one?
Well, that's the thing, so when you scratch right in and say it's so, the vibes are so weird and different,
Yeah,
that
I mean, that happens.
some of them it's better to blend, some of them it's better to drop.
Yeah.
And I have to make that decision depending on whether it's a popper versus breaker, or breaker
Yeah.
versus
The most
experimental.
important thing is that the energy is consistent and there's no dead space in between.
Okay.
You make the decision of, the executive decision on how to do that transition.
Okay.
And keep the energy going.
Top 16 knows, you time keep back here
Yeah.
with us, and see how, we'll see how it works.
All I need is just an eye, all I need is just an eye contact or just a nod.
10
That's it.
seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
But for you guys, fine.
Because
Or why don't you just say 10,
Yeah.
wait, and
Normally-
then starting at 5?
I don't wanna have that responsibility.
Oh,
Of like, I remember say 10, and then wait, and then 5.
Yeah.
4.
well, the thing is, they have the time, so it'll be easier if, and these two seats are reserved, right?
Mhm.
One of them would be for Matthew, because Matthew needs to be with the judges. The other one would be for whoever's leading the time.
Yep.
So let's say as host, last time, when we were here, we were apart.
Mhm.
So whoever's next to the timekeeper, that's the person responsible of making the call. So the timekeeper will be like 10,
Yes.
and then they're next to me already, or you, whoever's next over there, and then they'll be like 5.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Six.
I'll raise my hand for you guys to see.
Well, no,
Well,
you're
they're
gonna be
gonna be
behind
right
us
next
right
to
now. You're gonna be behind.
it's like if it's literally like where Henry is
Just
just.
go
For
like this.
prelims, we could be
I'll
there.
just go
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's all I need.
And then for top
That's all I
16,
need.
like,
That's all I need.
Yeah, you can keep time in the front.
and also you guys alternate, like one of you do prelims, one of you do
I'm gonna do all of them.
and then one of you has.
Then let's find, look, yeah, what if we need time keep, so we get no.
Well, okay, so we could do this, timekeep,
Wait, question.
timekeep backup, if he has to go to the bathroom, right? You know how it works, you back up. But competitive coordinator, it needs to be both.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if one of you stands with each line of competitors, each of you cue them to come in.
If
How
you-
would that work if competitors are over here?
Like, so what we do is, let me get there, let me finish this, but yes, don't let me.
Before we move forward with this topic, since you needed somebody up front and you have a clear view of the camera, and that camera's not gonna be sliding back and forth, the person sitting there watching the camera, couldn't they give you the head signal?
That's what I was
So you
saying.
can have somebody else on the floor?
No, yeah, we're saying that, but I'd rather just him be on the camera, like, if anything goes wrong on the camera, I don't want that camera, something happened to that camera, it needs to move, somebody's coming out of frame, he has
Yeah.
to move it, look at the time.
That's-
Yeah.
Got it.
Also, if you need to step out for some reason, he should be your backup person.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the expo.
Okay, moving on,
Sure.
for the sake of time.
After top 16, if we get to top 4 and I feel confident, you
I
got.
don't think we should change it. Once he does it, no.
Yeah, just keep it, let's keep it.
We already
Just 'cause I
know,
know it'd be mad hype.
Pops and Seabass, we already know
Yeah.
what they do. Matthew is the tall guy with the curly hair that was here yesterday. He's considered a stage manager. Since I'm not in the back anymore, he has to run a show. He holds us accountable to staying on top. He collects the competitors, make sure the content, like, a lot of the things that I used to do, other Matthew is doing. Other Matthew.
When will we be coordinating competitors?
Almost there. Both of you brought it up. Okay, so, you already know about us, ton DJs, Nicole's, you already knows.
We're working on our stuff, the only thing that we need is, the monitor setup. I see the monitor, but I don't know how to set it up or the connections, how we guys are gonna hook it up.
Remember, we're using
There
the
was-
laptop.
No,
Yeah, the monitor's for her.
Oh, for her.
You're
Yeah.
using the laptop.
Okay.
There was.
I have another monitor, but I need to find a cable.
An HDMI?
We also need it long enough to feed, that's one thing we haven't done yet.
What,
Where's Matthew gonna be?
over there?
How's you sending it to this laptop?
Oh, that's, through internet,
Yeah.
Google Sheets.
Do we have to refresh it?
Sometimes you do, because sometimes the internet lags, but that happens to all of us.
Well, how did we do it last time with the monitor?
It was there, and I don't know if you guys refreshed it or not.
We didn't.
We did it on his own.
It did,
I
okay.
think it does.
But if we put Zeku's he thought we were gonna put the laptop, your laptop, instead of the
Could we
monitor.
use the laptop as a monitor, like to, rather than run it on its own processor? Just like last time?
What do you mean?
So the screen of the laptop, you can either run it as a monitor or run it as a secondary device
Mm-hmm.
in the settings, if in case we use it as a monitor, we don't need to refresh it.
You could run it however, if you know where that setting's at, you can run it.
I don't know what y'all run.
Yeah.
I'm confused, I don't know what.
It's just gonna, I'm gonna open up the sheet in front of you on the laptop and it's gonna update it like a regular sheet.
Beautiful.
And it's like a web page, so if it gets stuck, you just refresh the internet.
Okay,
I'll show you,
okay.
but it should be pretty simple. But if you need a bigger screen, then I need to find somewhere a cable to, it's in the electric cable, which is the same as that
The
one.
lightning?
No, it's the cable that gives the electricity, the power
Oh,
cord.
power cable.
Yeah,
Oh, I think we have an extra one in here actually.
that looks just like the one from that monitor.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what that one looks like, but I think so.
Okay, because I have a monitor, but I couldn't find it in the wrong. Anyway, and Vanity and Amiga, which you know. So, moving on. Top 16. So to answer your questions, what we're doing with the top 16 is we want to do the lineup, but it's going to be a diagonal lineup because they don't fit. It's too small that way, right? So, the judges are going to score in a digital scoring thing that is on their phones. That I created and within the
That was
So,
great.
it helps us like do it way faster because they score 1 through 10. It automatically tells you who the top scores are, and then you just choose the top 16 scores, and then we place them in the bracket like going top 5. So that process is already going to be happening a lot faster, which means we can get you guys the top 16 on the bracket a lot faster. We're going to highlight the letters, so you know how it's like, it says round 1, round 2, round 3, like that. I mean, first battle, second battle, third battle, like up to the 8 battles, and then they're paired up. You'll see the 2 names, 2 names, 2 names. We're gonna put the name of whoever goes first in orange, and that's gonna be determined by a coin toss that gets done back there with the 4 of us and Matthew. So, you'll be ranking the competitors as usual. Once I tell them where to stand, we're gonna face them off in order of first battle, second battle, third battle, blah, blah, blah. They'll be called in order of first battle, like just how we've done in the past, but they're gonna come in through there. So it's gonna be like first battle, and then they stand like this. Second battle. And then they keep coming in that order from there, so you'll each be,
Yeah, so Matt,
well,
that's
it's
what,
8.
that's what we're gonna need your help with the most.
Oh.
Like, we always show them and for some reason it doesn't click. Like, as they walk out to line up, just walk with them, you know? And kind of like, until like the first two get it. Once the first two groups get it, the rest are just.
So also John and
Yeah.
Mark.
There's gonna be a roping section right here.
Yeah.
The pathway.
It'll be
And
like
the
the
other
first
one.
battle, Joseph versus Blaze.
And then it'd be like.
Yeah, I
like
think
me
this
and
is a
Sonia.
better option.
What?
So
We
Max
could
is
send-
on doing his thing, they already know what the competitors do.
That's it.
So we could have, this is Nell's suggestion, I
Okay.
think it's great, let's say Shock will be with the competitors already lined up
Yeah.
out there. Nels will come through at the end, and Nels will
Okay.
just be here being like,
Oh, cool.
Easy.
and then once they're done, he can just sit on the reserve seat.
This is my question. Once they're done, they head back over there, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
They head
And
back
that's
the same way.
something, when we do a competitor briefing, let's just all make sure we tell them the same thing, where it's like, you line up, the camera comes through and shows you guys. Once the camera's done, we're gonna be like, first battle on the floor, which are the last people. The rest of them are gonna go right back to shop in the same order, and they have to be held back there, which means you'll be holding them and you'll be doing the timekeeping. So this all makes a lot of sense. Like all the decisions made up to now, yeah.
What if they wanna watch?
Yeah.
I'll let the first battle.
So if you were to
Yeah, you could be like, you stay.
Or battle.
Yeah, no problem. And then so for DJs, whoever on the coin toss, when we do it backstage, whoever gets, the call, they will go first, their name will be in orange. So each battle will have an orange name, that one goes first.
We did confirm on eliminating the fact that the second person can advance to the first place, right?
Yeah, that's
So-
just free will.
We decided to keep that. Well, really, it was 2 versus 2, so.
Why something in the chat?
I'm not gonna lie though, I,
No, because
Very
say
much
for,
doubt it's gonna
say for
happen.
instance, if
I think it is
everyone,
gonna happen.
if
Yeah.
everyone,
Because people,
There's only-
last time, when they were doing it, other competitors were in the back going, damn, I didn't know I could do that. Like, I heard them saying that.
yeah, so out of 8 battles, 8 rounds, I think 3 did it last time. And multiple people were like, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
So if everyone did it, your style, your music kind of gets eliminated. The whole idea
I
and
mean-
concept gets eliminated. And we'll be back at the same concept we had at Slam.
that's just
Yeah.
a choice though.
Yeah, not everybody's
It's
gonna
just
do
a
it.
choice.
Not everybody's gonna do it.
We still have the concept, but people don't have the.
If everybody does it, I'll give right $100.
Well, I think
Everybody
for the
does it.
sake of time and moving forward, let's just test it. They want to test it, we don't. I'm okay being like, let's test
The
it.
rule is, they need to change, they need to tell you guys that
Before
they
the
wanna
song.
dance to that song while their opponent's on the floor. So
Like
that way
if
you
you-
just go,
If they
That's it.
stopped and they haven't told you,
yeah.
then you play the other song. It doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah.
You
No.
keep going.
If that competitor goes, bring the track back or something
No.
like that, you just look at them.
And we'll be
No.
like, we'll ask
That's
hosts,
it.
we know to stand our ground and be like, oh, too late.
Yeah. That's
And
it.
that's
Next
even
one.
if I'm in the process of blending it.
Huh?
Yeah,
no,
like
and-
once the next song
yeah,
starts like
that's
coming
it.
in,
It's
that's
over,
it.
yeah.
It's
If you play
over.
the next song, that's the song that's right.
It takes me about 5 seconds or so for me to bring in the next song and take out the other one. I'm talking about worst case scenario, say I'm blending it and not echoing it out.
Mhm.
I'm blending it, the second song's in, you can't really enhance, like hear it.
Yeah.
Because the first one's still in.
But
That's
it's
still
good
in.
for us to
It's still
know.
considered in.
Yeah.
It's in.
Your job is to play the music. Our job is to hold the floor.
Fire.
Yeah.
And we're gonna say this on the mic too. Like I'm gonna say it on the mic.
Yeah.
You know, like if you decide to dance to a song, you need to make sure that you say it before you go out. You want to say it before you go better. Always should say honestly, because then people are gonna take advantage of that and want to like
Yeah.
do it even more. We could just talk to the top 16 in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll tell the top 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's happening, and then the tiebreakers will be the dancers dance to the same song. And it's the DJ's choice of what song that is, and the crowd chooses who wins, not the judges.
And we do double. Just so we know, we do double for the.
The yelling.
Oh, when we call out, yeah. I need to make sure I have the DV on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just so like all questions are out, so we don't overthink it once it's going. If my song's playing and Zach decides to take my song, that song rides for the first person, right?
Yeah.
It'd be one song the whole time,
It
basically.
would just be one song.
The whole time. Okay.
Exactly.
Just so like we don't have to think about it later.
Yeah. It's just whatever. It's like if you play the radio, I'll stop and like that song.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't make
It's
any
better
sense.
for me, I just didn't want the confusion, because I
like-
did have people look at me salty, I did not do that, this
Yeah.
and
No,
that.
I'd just be like.
Yeah.
Well, the difference between this event and the last one is we're prepared and we know what we're doing, and we're briefing them before it happens.
Yeah.
So it should flow better.
That really wasn't something that we were expecting at that time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we just thought like you got your own music, you're
When
gonna
he
stick
was,
to
when
it.
he was going like, oh, I was like,
That's never happened before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
just keep going.
But
moving
okay,
forward.
so it'd be one song.
Moving forward, so top 15 lineup happens, they exit, they go back to shop. Shop and Matt are responsible for making sure the competitors stay back there and don't like disappear in the room. We'll also tell them before they come to the floor, if you win your battle, make sure you go back outside, don't disappear. If they need water or something, we wanna tell them to ask us so we can wrangle them and, hey, we'll bring you the water.
Can we make sure we have them on deck too? Like, next battle has to wait right there at the,
Well, technically,
Okay.
that would be shop's responsibility, like whoever's next to have them on deck.
yeah, just make sure you have them, make sure you have them waiting there.
Nobody disappeared.
Like how they did at Red Bull. You know, when you were next, you were waiting in that little, like, that shit.
And this time it's on a computer, big, where we can both see it, yeah. And, Dylan already told me we need to send it to whoever's helping him and then to Vandy. So they'll all be together, which is better. Yeah. So the way we're announcing the top 16 is like last time, the bracket will be announced. We figured out the kings this time, so we don't make errors and we're double checking before we announce it. And then once we announce the bracket, we're gonna say, Matthew, other Matthew, will be out there. I'm saying Matt and Matthew.
I know.
The one that will be over there is Matthew.
every time you say Matthew, I know you're not talking about him. 'cause
Exactly.
Nobody calls him Matthew.
So Matthew will be over there, and we'll be like, hey, if your name is on the top 16, go meet Matthew. Matthew will be like this. He's gonna take you to the holding room, and then we'll take you back.
Finn has a 10 for rank.
I'm sorry?
He has a 10 for rank 10. Finn.
What, 10? Oh, what?
So two things, one was, the bracket, are they gonna have their styles listed underneath?
No,
They're not,
no, only you can see that in the back.
only I can see that.
Yeah.
And two, are we gonna let them know at the front desk that they're able to dance to any song that they want, to a different style if they choose to?
That's gonna be top 16 briefing.
Right. Oh, that's, okay.
That's just top 16
That's
briefing.
only top 16.
But
Because
they
premium
don't,
people don't need to know.
Remember,
no, but they sign up and they choose their style in the beginning though.
Yeah, but if they want to choose, wait, you're talking about like for the song thing,
For
right?
instance, Cicada hit me up last night and said, hey, I want a crump, but I want a crump to experimental tricks.
Oh, then you
That's
put
what I
But
the-
that's
tried to-
not your choice, like,
Yeah.
you can't put experimental music, I mean,
No,
at
yeah,
that
that'd be
point.
what you put. You put
Exactly,
experimental.
you have to put your style as experimental, so the
Yeah.
DJ knows that that's the music.
Your style is the music you want to dance to, not necessarily the style you dance. If I want to break to salsa
So
songs, I put
people
salsa.
had confusion on how they're being judged, so do they get judged? So for instance, if it's a crump track and they're not crumping, or if it's like a light beat track and they're
It's on you,
doing
it's on your
It's,
dance.
it's not your style of music. It's your style, your music, your moment. So
Okay.
if your style is crump and you dance the baby shark, that's how you want to create a moment. That's on you, you know.
The sign up sheet says.
They don't
stop.
choose the music, they just identify what's my style, what music do I want to dance
Yeah,
to.
Right.
the reason we do the music thing is just to help you express your style.
Yeah,
Like in an all-style jam, like they're not gonna play a breakbeat. It's like that idea.
I haven't seen the sign up process.
Yeah.
So.
The music is just to help you express your style better. That's all it is. It's to give you a better like.
So do you guys give them two options, like two places to write it?
Yeah, so the dancer goes, this is all online in case anyone wants to click and see it, it's super simple. You put your name, your city, you put your style. It says like, what is your dance style? Let's say I'm a breaker,
Oh, yeah,
I
I've
put
seen that,
breaks,
actually.
and then it goes, what music do you want to dance to? And then you can only choose from 2 categories, and the categories are my style, open to the DJ. And
Got
like you
it.
can't write the music, it's literally a bubble that you click. My style, or, so that's what I'm saying. If you put whatever you wrote under your style, that's the music.
Got you.
Like, it's very
Got
clear,
you.
so I don't know if people are confused.
Dancers.
And also, not a lot of people are confused, so that says that we're doing it right, it's just these people are misinterpreting the information.
I feel like we were taking it too deep.
But
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
also,
that's
this is good for you to know, because you're gonna be there and you're checking competitors. If anyone has a question, hey, I wanna dance to experimental music, then you have to put that your style is experimental. That's the only way to achieve that.
Not your music.
No, you
No,
don't choose your
you
music,
can't
you
choose
just
your
tell us
music.
what's your style.
So nobody chooses their own song, they're just picking their style at all.
They're
Like,
picking
They
their
tell us
style.
what their style,
So
their
for
dance style
instance,
is.
if you're a breaker and you put hip hop, I'm gonna be playing some underground hip hop tracks, so you're gonna have to break to it.
No,
So they would have to put breaking.
Alright, they can pick random if they wanted to?
Yeah, they can
Yeah, they
literally
can
put
put
open,
open to-
and a bunch of people do, they put,
most people do.
all style, or they'll just be like hip hop, and they'll be like
And another
open
one,
music.
open to DJ meaning mainstream.
It's like whatever the people.
It's literally mainstream, that's where we're basing our.
Like you can choose to go about it like a regular all style vibe. You just
Yeah.
put hip hop,
Unless
open.
you wanna start doing it just for topics.
Yeah,
Okay, so no.
so, what the?
That's not said, so.
As far as top 16 goes, any questions? Cause we're almost done.
Yeah.
Okay, so the live stream, this is the order of the event. Aside from prelims will happen as usual, it's 45 seconds per competitor for the round. Once we go into top 16, so the order of the show is, the live stream is gonna open with the hosts talking a bunch of smack. Then, we're gonna introduce the judges, and they're going to showcase after, so I think we should go like Judge 1, Judge 2, Judge 3, since they're all,
Sorry, so
they're all
sorry.
gonna get down to
So
the
sorry,
same
can you
song.
repeat that one more time? So sorry.
So we're, as usual, nothing has changed. We're gonna open the stream to the camera, blah, 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 blah. And now, meet your judges. Judge 1, first up, we have Shay, we say what he wanted us to say. Second up, we have Beta, this is actually the order. We say what Beta wants to say, like their crews and cities, like they sent us a mini thing. And last up, we got Trey, and this is what I wanna say. We can either have them walk in, I'm asking what you think, or just have them already there and we say what we
That'd be
need to
dope.
say.
Walk in,
Walk
sit
in.
down.
Cause you could also do the camera thing,
Yeah.
make them look cool.
Walk in on the cool, so walk in, have all 3 of them, then showcase.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna
I was gonna do like,
I feel like it's a little
one,
weird.
come in, showcase, sit down.
say? No, cause they're all getting
It's
down
the
to the
same
same
song.
song.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted to do. So they're all getting down to the same song, so after we introduce them, they're out, we're gonna be like, all right, here's judges showcase. We get out, you throw the song, they do what they gotta do.
Let's make sure they know, tell them, just so it's not confusion, be like, hey, you're gonna go and, you're gonna get down the same order we called you out in. So Shay, then Beta, then Trey.
Yeah.
Just because if not, they're gonna be standing there like, you, me.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem, cause they all know each other.
I mean, I know Zach.
They're not
That doesn't mean I don't know who's gonna go first.
You could just,
I mean,
just
I
tell
know.
them. If
Yeah, I know too.
You could let that be
I chose
organic.
that
Or
way
you go in
first.
the order that you want,
You
or
could let
go
that
with
be
your-
organic.
Okay, I prefer doing
But we're not
that,
trying to
cause
waste
that's
time.
weird being like, you
We're not
have
time.
to.
They're not gonna be like,
No.
it's a
Tell them, like,
showcase,
look,
bro.
you guys think, you
Song
guys
ends
think
when
come
it
out
ends.
in the order that we're
My
telling
point
you,
exactly.
or come out in order
So
that
if
you
they don't
want.
got time,
Like
we're
for
not
the
the song.
showcase.
My
Yeah.
point exactly. We can't let them choose.
It's
Okay.
not gonna be like 1 minute of them just like.
Yeah, it's a judge showcase, it shouldn't be crazy.
It's fine, I'm gonna do that and they'll know before they come in what they're gonna do.
Yeah. So let's think.
Exactly. Okay, cool, so moving on. So the live stream, which is around 8 p.m., it starts with the judges showcase, as like, after we open the show. Then we're gonna, well, the top 16 will already be there, so we're gonna be like, to the live stream, meet your top 16. We're gonna call them out, like this. And we're gonna walk out. Zucker will be there, I'll be here, and we'll be doing this. they're gonna walk out. Can you guys put like some dramatic music? You would see fight type shit that he likes for that moment to
What are we
create drama,
Just like,
Dramatic.
nice
build
song.
anticipation for the battles.
That's the right.
Play We Are the Champions by Beatles.
Oh my god.
Pizza.
A-Town.
Alright,
Okay, hold on, yo, we really gotta get past this.
yeah, this is the end. Top 16 is gonna happen. We're gonna go straight into 8 for semifinals.
Breakdance.
Semifinals is 2 rounds per person. That's the difference of this event. And we want to keep the rounds 45 to 50 seconds all the way through the entire event. Semifinals will be 2 rounds each. We're gonna take a break before finals.
That's what the expo.
Yeah, and then what expo battle is gonna happen right before finals.
But like right into it?
Huh?
Like right into it?
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, no, I wanna introduce them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no,
we have
yeah,
that,
like that, yeah.
Okay, I'm-
We just leave and then.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
But like there's no like 5-minute break, then expo.
No.
No.
Right into-
Just right into expo.
The break would be us introducing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What I would
Then
say
walk out
is,
and
maybe we can tell the judge or someone, anybody can break in their mind, let's get these, like, either we can get these chairs out the way, or we can tell the judge, they don't have to stay there the whole time.
I think it'd be cool to get it out the way, just so that Mad's logo could be in it a little bit.
The problem is, the time we did that, we all forgot to bring back the chairs.
I remember that.
I mean,
And it looked really bad.
if we have Nels and Shock there, we can, like,
Me, Shock, and Matt.
and yeah, just make sure y'all remember.
The thing
I-
is,
I
we
would-
don't actually that much, because we're gonna put chairs, this place is gonna be packed to the brim for that.
Yeah, I mean, but we can walk it out the same way.
Let's leave it.
Yeah.
Definitely, I don't think the judges should be there for
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
The judge should be there.
So when we brief them, we'll tell them, hey, for the expo battle, you
Shit, I'm gonna be
guys
there, I'm
can
on
take
front row.
I won't be there with the
What
roller
do we,
too.
what's the song?
Y'all
What's the
can
song
be
for the
there.
The
expo?
judges be like, we
What's
can't
the
go
song
in
for
there.
the
They
expo?
got
I won't be sitting there with the Roman like.
I'm asking somebody for
Zach
our
will email
slide
you
discount.
all the songs.
For the expo?
Yep.
You emailed it to me?
Yep.
Okay, I'll look at it.
Oh, question. Do we
yes.
have a performance?
No, those are the expo.
See that expo, bro?
No, because
Expo
usually we'll have like
battle
a
and
performance
judges
like
show.
what, like after top
That's
16?
the expo.
So when you said it was before the finals, I'm like, oh, do we still have another performance?
Wait, so that's, the expo is gonna be right before the finals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right before, so right after semifinals,
Yeah.
we're not going into a cipher?
No.
Going into the expo.
And
So when is the second cipher taking place?
There's, bro, the space so big you can
Yeah,
cipher
there's
on
a
and on.
cipher.
No, I'm saying at what part of the event, so we usually have a
dedicated
first
towards you, maybe.
cipher, and
We
then the
cipher?
second cipher right after prelims,
That's the only one major
Yeah,
cipher.
That's
that's
the
the
one.
main one.
That's-
and then after that, it's just dot.
Yep. And then
Um,
that room, they can cipher all day long,
Yeah.
or they can the
Get
bathroom.
here early.
and during the expo, that's when you, like, somebody, since the song's already in, when you take care of that, the other can start thinking about tracks for the
But
finals.
that's fine.
We got 30 minutes for ciphers between prelims and top 16,
Mm-hmm.
right? 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we move the
So
chair?
there, and then the expo will be your times to find song.
We can put them right there.
No, bro, there's gonna be a gang of people. in
Yeah,
here.
we can just leave the chairs.
You
It's not
gotta
too
move
much.
them, those chairs are not like easy.
Simplify.
And it's not that big a deal.
Alright, now the main thing that we always forget about, and it's so important, is the end of the show. It's always a mess, and it looks horrible on camera. And I'm saying it like this on purpose, because I want you to know that because the show is over, doesn't mean that the show is over for us, right? So like, the show is over for the spectators, but we need to close the show on the camera.
Uh-huh.
Matt and
Oh, yeah.
competitive coordinators. And even you guys, depending on what you're doing, like, if everyone can just block this. Like, as soon as the winner's announced, you see that the winner moment is happening, whatever, it's probably me, because you usually stay with the winner, making sure that whatever's good. I walk up here, and then it's like, I'm like this, getting hit by people. Thank you for watching, undefeated. Excuse me, can you move? Like, it's horrible.
So I had 2 songs planned out for the ending, which could be coordinated with how we end things for the end off, the interview, and so one, I was either gonna drop this song. Right when they go, all right, judges, we're gonna announce the winners. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
I thought of that one, or
I like that.
I was also gonna do before the interview. We've used the song a lot of times. Let them have the moment after winning. That's your time to go. All right, everyone, yada yada yada. This is your interview moment. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning into the live. Till next time.
So whenever she closes, you can re-drop it.
Yeah.
Which one and how do you want me to go by?
I think you should do undefeated for the hand raise.
Uh-huh.
And then once she, or either her, I interview the winner, as soon as we finish interviewing, you can play down. Everybody win. All we do is win.
All I do is win would have to start. So you want me to blend it into?
No, it's missed.
That's fine. No, because this what happens. There's undefeated. This happens undefeated. They raise a hand.
And we're gonna celebrate. Yo, how you feel, bro? How you feel?
Don't interview him too much because we're gonna interview him off camera.
Oh, we're gonna interview him again?
Well, when Brian gets, I have to confirm if he brought the stuff,
Yeah.
but I know Brian wants to record
we
the
even
interview.
do
I'm gonna ask him one question then for the
Yeah.
stream. Yeah, just to get something on the stream.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll just one question.
Hit him with a good question though.
You're the champ. How do you feel?
You want to interview?
what's next?
No, what's the shit? If you guys are okay with it, I'm down. But
Like, come with me.
Alright, is there anything?
but don't be like, how's your day, bro?
Tell me which one to go with.
So
And
the
then,
first one's
so
the
when
winner.
after that happens, I'm gonna go over here. Please help me to make sure nobody walks in front. Like, y'all probably need to stand there.
That's the hard part.
It's gonna
Wait. Can I have one person speak? I'm getting so much.
After the interview, the winner gets interviewed by Zach. Yeah, that happened.
That's for the hand raise.
Hand raise.
Hand raise.
Gets interviewed by Zach. You can leave the music in the background lower while he's interviewing the winner.
When do I switch to this track?
As soon as I go to close over here.
Can I?
But so then I would start.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that spacing thing that I told you. Is that fine?
Like the little drop you could.
When I
I think it's so good that when I'm done.
and then you're gonna start talking.
No, I could just be like, I could be talking while it's like, all I do is win.
That's what I was asking.
And that can naturally happen how
That's
you
what I
want
was
it
asking.
to. Because once I hear that, that'll be my cue to be like, and good night. That's it.
That's a dope way to end it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just shut up.
Like when if that shit drops after the mic drop type beat,
And
like
then I'll
that's
be
dope.
like,
Do we have?
And have a good night, y'all.
Do we have a moving camera? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why don't we just use that the end of the?
Even if you're
She's
struggling,
gonna go to
cool.
this one because it's a little clear and it's easier. And I'm gonna be with the interview person.
has to what?
It's because
I'm gonna be with
Is it
the
there?
interview. I'm gonna be with the interview
Where
person.
is it? Did he
Wait.
get hard?
I'm gonna be with Zach in the interview person. She's gonna be over here. And this
Okay.
one's a little bit better too because people see like
So-
people get it
the
from
interview
me.
is with the other camera.
With
Real
my
quick, Vanity, te llegó el
The rubber.
sonido.
You care?
See, do you have an open mic?
So this is kind of
Yeah.
happening at the same time.
So look.
You know, she's going over there while
Sorry,
sexy.
to be continued because we need to finish setting up. This is what needs to happen right now. We need to put these lights, which that's
We're gonna
you
try and mess
or
with it.
call, yeah,
Sure,
call
sure.
Phil. We need to set up the up lights in this room, which will be along this curtain up, that curtain, and over there up. Maybe back here, if there's enough. Maybe. Normally, how you light things is wherever it's black, dark, you want to put a light, because it'll pop out.
Forgetting anything?
In those spaces though?
Because
How does it
the
sound?
lights coming through.
Is this too much?
Right, they're not.
I'm moving the subs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Okay,
subs are
we can
covering those spaces.
Oh,
already,
yeah.
so-
Now I did.
So.
Did you hear it?
Yes.
We're good right now?
We need to take down the floor around Hormiga's camera.
Oh, right.
So Henry,
Okay. Mhm.
live stream team, take down the floor for Hormiga's camera. If you guys can help with the lights
Yeah.
and We need to figure out the LED screen with Dylan and the projections for the front with Dylan.
Mic check.
And for the DJs, we talked about this yesterday, can we do a couple mock rounds so we know what it's gonna sound like?
Yeah.
You can do that now while Vanity's doing, just so we can hear it out, feel it
Blaze
out.
versus nose.
Who else is gonna come up with the ideas?
Yo, I'm like,
Is this mic? It keeps cutting off a little bit.
I'm live
Mic
feed-
check,
live
mic
feed
check,
is
1 2 1 2. Mad Arts,
Is this what you were
undefeated, breaking me.
oh yeah. Is that it?
I don't know.
Yo, mic check, icicle, icicle, popsicle, popsicle.
Well, just if it's the same one as this one.
That's what you think. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Undefeated.
Where's all that energy in the qualifier, dog? Where's all that energy in the qualifier?
This is now the qualifier. Yo,
I don't wanna be here, bro.
what's good, bro?
Can you tape up this blur real
This
quick,
is
bro?
my style tonight.
Winner is.
You know what I'm saying? This is Nels just vibing on the mic tonight.
What's up?
Should I
But
call
when this is Nels on the main event,
We get lit over here. Yeah. Qualifies more like a cool, chill type music. Chill. But when we at the main event, yes. Main event, everyone. Undefeated. 2023. Your style, your music, your moments. We have the top 16 bracket. Top 16 competitors. Who are you? Shock. Let me get the first battle of the night. Weird Kid versus Cicada.
Yo, keep it down real quick.
They all do about the same.
I feel like some companies are.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, but
Right?
yeah, like I
I
said,
didn't get first talking.
yeah, like I said,
I'm a comfort.
I would say something. Yeah, I mean,
Light feet blazer.
and then you put it up. Yeah, give me like, take all right.
Yeah, outside when they were the
Pretty young.
Round one.
I want.
Fight.
On a clean battle.
Yeah, I'm a light feeder.
Not too much blood, just a little.
You gotta look like you're jumping, bro.
Literally just.
I gotta do some double dutch.
Round one.
DJ, I gotta use the bathroom.
This is it, round one.
Back up D.
It's all good. Just slide over. It's the same. It's the same one.
I'm a comfort. And he's a light food.
Oh yeah, they did actually. Smart.
Personally?
Personally. Just be like, personally.
Personally,
Personally?
3, 2, 1.
I say this. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. This side.
3, 2, 1.
3,
3, 2, 1. Oh, you didn't get me?
No.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. No. 3, 2, 1. What the fuck? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, 3, 2, 1.
It's literally, look, he did it.
I did.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1.
that's it. We're good.
3, 2, 1.
So las
3,
luces,
2, 1.
las luces van así. We just gotta put the uplights.
Damn. Ah!
Pero, eso sí, así, si hay que poner las blancas
Right.
más
What's that?
fuertes,
Shout
la
out,
vas a
Shout
ver.
out, I'm good. I saw that.
Bro, I literally said my luces are just like
No, las blancas que ya están aquí en el
Wait, so it's just
me
you?
and Mason playing like.
Alright, ready?
se puede
Alright,
poner más fuerte o
Oh no,
más
I don't have all the
porque nos dijeron que
playlists updated on Serato.
Fuck it, I guess we're just
We
all
gotta do it
stars.
afterwards.
Es
So,
que para mí
Yeah,
no
just
me
awesome.
gusta.
shit,
now let's get it
Can we
So,
take
me
yours in?
falta preguntarle a Miles
But
si
you
te
see my
puede
difference.
pasar el tiempo.
Ok, voy yo.
Basically.
Por favor, quítese.
Yeah, like that's fire. Like let it blend in a little bit, and then just scratch it in, like how you did.
Oh, wait.
So this is how I did, guys. I don't know.
Vanity, voy a hacer comercial, voy a bailar.
Even this for scrap notes, yeah. But I wanted to.
I want to do this.
I want to hear how the mic sounds with the music.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, let him do it next time.
Pero yo creo que es que eso.
So did that.
Can we test this
And
out?
No, that's completely different.
Oh, I got it, sorry.
Any man
Yeah,
out
you
there?
can-
Yes. Sorry.
Just so we can see the.
Tablet for this, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
And Blaze, if we could do like one color for competitors.
Basic. That's what happened.
Now let's get it all in perspective. All y'all enjoy 10 seconds. I can step with. Y'all okay? Let's bring rap justice.
Yeah, that was good. Like, there's so much going on. Let them finish. Let them finish.
That shit was fire. If you do it like that.
If I could do it like that, I feel like there's not a space, but then there's that transitioning period in between. That 10-second mark, that's where that transition that I'll be making. Right there, yes.
Is there a way to
Well, wait.
to her where she can just project that?
That's perfect. That's fine. That's fine.
No, you're the 10 seconds.
You have a 5 seconds.
I have this one. Once it charges, I'll swap it.
You know people do that shit? That's like a whole scam. People do it with this part and they're fine. It's a whole scam.
Like,
So just like
Yo,
yeah, whatever.
that shit's crazy. Yeah, like they'll walk by and they'll like, they just
And then the last thing is this. Yeah, yesterday we put.
yeah, you're not even a phone. Yeah, I think that was
So steps can help us throughout this entire process.
Nada. No, no funciona.
Stand up!
You gave him a break. Wait, a break?
Are you done?
I'm just saying your beautiful face. I'm just saying your beautiful face. Look, this was on top, he closed it. It fell right onto his face and he looked up too, right here. I caught it like this.
Chicho.
Yeah.
Slide needles, come up with that up there.
Y lo que normalmente.
That was the thing for the Alright, so now I can go over to
Ahora sí, unos audífonos.
Slower, because you were just
Okay. So all I did, this is how the song started. Like I loaded this track, this is how it started. I just know that there's a good loop, which is here.
No. Nada. No.
¿Será que tiene que ver algo con...?
No, es que no.
The reason why I'm not doing it longer, if
Hay que hacerlo 20 minutos,
like a 4 1, 2, 3,
Hay apuntadores de
I'm finding that single different. So, and I have it looped.
Esa
Ready.
se lleva para que sea leída.
And I have the
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, the song y'all accept with. Y'all appointed me to bring. Enjoyment, the song y'all accept with. Y'all.
when you do it for the first time.
Sí. Pero no por este, sino por este.
I left him charging. Oh, I didn't leave him charging. They're probably dead.
I got 3. Please. I got 3 on this
We
side.
gotta throw them on the charger, bro. They're not charged.
Activates them. Just go to track activate.
Sigue.
Because you're gonna take out the
Sí.
instrument.
Sí.
Then, once you're done with that,
I do
I'll help
hear-
you out, but let's start taping everything down.
I still need a lot of wood behind it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just set it up.
Just that's fine. Yeah, perfect. Not the top. Not the top.
Not the attachment.
Not the attachment. So for that reason, I didn't realize. I've been so distracted.
Ajá, ¿qué audífono le das a ese micrófono?
So okay, so it's why. So when
Y
I
no tener
play a
el
track,
cuidado.
I always hear.
Let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't Pablo. Y'all know it's not y'all. Green boots and a whole lot.
All I did was. I have stems on this.
Yeah, the cable.
I didn't use stems. Not for coming in, at least for this transmission. Sometimes, say if I were to start here.
Thank you.
Oh, I put one in the production bag actually. I think
Say I
it's
wanted to
yours.
start a song here, and it had no intro. And I'm getting distracted by vocals. Now, I would activate it prior, and then I just take out the vocals because I want to use this vocal.
Yeah,
I want to use this vocal.
That they shooting. Major. You a slave to a page of my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With the gangsters, with the